Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you, Philippine Startup Weeks 2021, for inviting me for this session. And I congratulate you for a successful event. I also would like to thank you for those who are watching with us online today, whether you're coming from startups, universities, academics, enterprises, or industries. So today I would like to share a section on the reinventing or revolutionizing the corporate startup engagement. I'm Melvin Jeffrey Chan, heading the PLDT Enterprise Innovation and IoT Business Developments. For me, partnership with startup community is always high up in our enterprise innovation strategy because we believe startups bring energies, drives, passions, and out-of-box ideas to solve complicated problems, despite usually with very limited resources. Some startups we met capture the megatrends technology like IoT, 5G, AI, big data, or automation, while the others trying to solve sustainability problems through next generation technologies. Through our effort, we hope we can find startups with the potentials and passions to make a difference in our Filipino technology societies and who are willing to collaborate, co innovate, or co market with us in the future. So, allow me to share PLDT's vision is to lead and inspire Filipino to create a better tomorrow. And we strongly believe information and communication is the key technology to enable and to shape the future of Philippine society. But alone in PLDT and Smart, we cannot do everything. So that's why we leverage our capabilities with our sister companies in the conglomerates. We have PLDT and Smarts looking into the fixed and wireless arms, and we have ePLDT looking into ICT capabilities. We have PLDT Global helping us reaching to international markets, and we have PayMaya looking into the fintech. And then again, we have also other arms, for example, like utilities like Meralco and Manila, with media like Signal TV5 Inquiries. We also have infrastructure from Metro Pacific Tollways to Phoenix Minings to NLEX to LRT. And we also have our healthcare arms, which compose of 16 medical facilities and hospitals. Currently, in the PLDT and Smart Group, we have more than 12.7 million fixed subscribers. We have more than 70.6 million mobile subscribers, and we have 10 data centers, more than 99,000 racks of capabilities, and we have laid down more than 615 kilometers of fibers, providing 14 terabytes per second of internet capacity to our users here in Philippines. And we have more than 72,000 mobile base stations, which compose of 6,400 5G sites and 36,000 LTE sites, which provide the wireless connectivity for our subscribers around the country. And one thing we like to bring into your attention, Smart 5G received awards, multiple awards, and we are currently both from download and upload speeds are at least twice of our nearest competitors. Just a big quick background of where I came from, the PLTT enterprise. We serve small, medium, large, and top tiers enterprise in the Philippines with more than 4,000 enterprise personnels in our group, covering more than 65% enterprise markets from connectivity to various ICT solutions. And today I would like you to imagine, like in foreseeable future, let's say 2030, how would the work look like? We believe global warming, continuous global population expansion, lead to shortage of food and natural resources. Also, urbanization, the new norms of fears of global pandemic happening again. All this looks grim. But on the other hand, we believe our quality of life and life expectancy will improve due to advancement of technology. For example, like genome editing technologies, AI, automation, immerse extended reality, where physical and virtual world emerge, where we can and entertain and collaborate, whether in studies or works or hangout. All this will be powered by next generations of communication and other advanced technology. And I believe those will be powered by some of the use cases in IoT and 5G. But before we proceed forward, I would like to share a short video with you. I call it a taste of IoT, a teaser video that I want you to see how IoT can shape our futures. And perhaps some of those are actually shaping our life right now. So I hope you enjoy the video.
With the hustle and bustle of the daily rush, this person finds a way to relax and disconnect. The irony of it all is that our daily lives are growing more connected than you think. Take a look at this. Here we see the freshest vegetables grown in a vertical farm, with sensors monitoring humidity, soil moisture, and acidity levels, and ensuring it to grow at the right temperature. Multiple imaging sensors monitor growth and count the number of crops for harvesting viewed through a dashboard. And we're done! Just kidding. Now it's time to pack and distribute these to stores across the city. This is IoT. It's the whole ecosystem of bringing farm to table through technology with automation and analytics. It's the whole journey of connecting production to consumption. IoT is ever present in this rapidly changing world. It goes beyond our supply chains, and we see glimpses of it in businesses of all sizes and in all walks of life. We find IoT running seamlessly in more and more surprising ways. IoT connects people. It helps us know exactly where to go. Oh, she got it delivered exactly on time. IoT is not just for one industry. Its flexibility makes it useful for limitless applications across all enterprises. We find it more and more prevalent in today's online landscape. IoT brings us all together. Our vision is to connect humanity to technology through insightful automation. And with all this connectedness, we can build with more meaning and relevance. We can find precious moments to disconnect and enjoy what is most important in our lives. IoT brings us hope and helps us propel our desire to achieve in this new normal.
So just to recap the video we watched a while ago, you might notice some of this technology that are available already. I would like to talk first is actually the precision agriculture using sensors data. By monitoring in the IoT sensors and the IoT data from various parameters, for example, like temperature, humidity, pH level, CO2 saturation level, light intensities, it can help us craft the best harvest in terms of quality and quantity. And all of this can be monitored by IoT. On the other hand, from logistic management using vehicle telemetric data, I would like to share a story with you. When I was used to work in Africa, so one of the use cases was from a logistic company. The problem that the logistic company encounter is actually when they are shipping the flowers, they move from Africa, East Africa, to Europe, like Central Europe, to sell them. They found out some of the flowers actually died during the transitions. So they want to understand, what's the reason behind. So that what they did is basically they put IoT sensors on the lock, or to check if there's any tamperings of the lock. They put IoT sensors looking at the temperature inside the refrigerations. They also look at GPS on the trucks. So they thought there may be something to do with during transition on the boat from Africa to Europe, but happened to be it's a different reasons. So what happens is actually some of the truck drivers in Africa, they're actually trying to steal the diesels. So when they steal the diesel, they need to shut off the engines, and because of that, the cooling system also shut down. So that's why the changing of temperatures and kill some of the flowers. By implementing IoT solution, they were able to understand that, which previously was not able to do so. Then again, a while ago, we saw how extended reality in metaverse, meta, a word actually might be, in the buzzword in the recent with the coming news. The metaverse, which were VR, AR, and physical world merge together into virtual worlds where people can innovate, can co-designs, can collaborate, to hang out, watch movies or concerts. I think that will be part of realities, and then this can be only be able to powered by IoT and 5Gs. And finally, the smart supply chains. We have seen how AGV of e-commerce giants can pick up, scan, sort, warehousing, and distributing goods powered by AI and wireless connectivity. And the AGV can access the right items in the right locations, building floor, racks, shelf, completely autonomous thanks to the power of IoT. So the reason I would like to share this video with you was that's the same reason why in the recent PLDT Smart Startup Innovation Challenges, those are a focus area we want on our challengers to look into, including smart cities, workplace of the future, healthcare, smart home, education, and sustainability. We believe some of this area will be able to align with our innovation strategies, how we can shape our future with technologies and improve the quality of life. Then going back a little bit, on the team actually responsible for the innovation challenges. It's actually under my function. It's called Innovation Lab and Ecosystem Partnership. It was launched as early as 2003 in Mandaluyong with the goal of introducing the value of connectivity to the enterprise market. PLDT InnoLab is set to become the foundation of focused research, new generation product development, and innovations. The InnoLab, or the PLDT's Innovation Laboratory, is where new ideas are created to strengthen our ability to innovate and develop solutions that will suit our customer business needs. Some of the M are connectivity, others are AR focus, and while the others are sustainability focus. InnoLab is focused on research and innovation as the catalyst in the contribution to PLDT's sustainable business growth and also contributor to the Philippine technology leadership. And our vision is to be PLDT Smart Innovation Lab that create customer value in every startup collaboration and successful co-development opportunities with startup partners. There are three pillars in InnoLabs: ecosystem partnerships, innovation for sustainability, and lab operation and prototyping. For ecosystem partnerships, we work very closely with technology partners, startups, academics, accelerators, incubators, or even other innovation platforms available out there. We want to be able to co-innovate using leverage each other's strengths, trying to create something beautiful in the future. From sustainability perspective, I always say sustainability is not just for us, but for our next generation, the generation after next, and so on and so forth. So that's something actually we need to do right now. And from that angle, our team will work very closely in alignment with the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, listed by United Nations, and from ESG or environmental, social, and government and related projects. We also work very closely with our own sustainability office in the PLDT group as well as under MPIC group. We want to be able to address some of the social problems in the environmental and then create a better world for us in the future. And finally, but not the least, the lab operation and prototyping. We work with startups trying to test some of their ideas, trying to package them and so that it's available for customers, their own customers, our customer in the future, and then we test the ideas here in the innovation lab. Just some of the events that we've done together with the startup and software development community over the years since 2015 with virtual reality events, we have geek nights, we have startup workshops and code camps. We also work with other tech giants for development festival, for or application development events. And this is something actually quite recent that we have one of the program we did is called the MVP Geek Olympics. It's an international hackathon for the MVP group, and as part of the final, and inside the program, we have boot camp with mentorings, and some of the finalists were able to visit the valley, the Silicon Valley, and try to see for themselves, because that's something we want to inspire as ourselves as the Silicon Valley in the Southeast Asia. And also this year, we were able to launch another innovation program. We call it the Innovation Generations. So this is the season two. The program aimed to encourage university students to start early in their career with an entrepreneurship mindset as well as exposure to startup. This program, we closed the registration the last week on November 12th. So we're looking forward to what the new and young innovators coming up with the new ideas, and we're looking forward to that. As part of the program, we had this PLDT Smart Innovation Challenges with more than 80 entries over 4 weeks of applications. And we had the 10 finalists, some brilliant minds, brilliant business ideas that we have selected to join our boot camp. And these are the areas they came from: looking into education, sustainability, smart cities, and workplace of the futures. And as part of the group, we gave them mentorships, we gave them chances prototyping to meet of our technology partners. And um, and then this event, we had the demo day with them on November 17th. It's something we saw that it's a great event. So we'll likely look into more of these kind of opportunities in the future. Just some of the mentoring session we did together with the startups. And the questions about, why we're doing all this works, working with startups, where are we bringing them that, and what does that mean for us at the PLDT enterprise? I'll just take one example: Senti AI, a startup focusing on AI, from machine learning to contract center AI to document AI to natural language processing. So PLDT collaborating with Senti in providing automated, streamline, and speed up in screening 1,000 of employee daily through health chat assistant last year. We also worked together with them, had a partnership with them last year in providing a social media listenings tools for enterprise clients. So together we collaborate them with co-marketing and also co-innovations. Also, aside from co-development, we're also co-marketing, and these are just some of the startups that we work with them earlier this year. There's Taximo, online tax tool, One Export and Online Cajera, which is an end-to-end e-commerce exploring part platform, and then Payo, which is a payment system. So as I mentioned a while ago, as there are like three pillars in our innovation laboratory and ecosystem partnerships. Sustainability is one of those. Our CEO Al Panelio is taking sustainability high in his agenda. His direction is to ensure that sustainability is incorporated in the strategy of our three focus areas, namely the customer experience, the digitalizations, and operations efficiency. And there are like four principles that under PLDT Sustainability Office. There are connection, conservation, concerns, and commitment. From a connection perspective, um, connect and empower Filipino everywhere, improve the coverage of in 99% of all cities and nationwide. And from a conservation perspective, we aspire for resource efficiency on all facets of operation and manage our environmental impact. We aim for 46% reduction in greenhouse gases emission by year 2030 through the more usage of renewable energies, uh, green fleet strategy, green building, and energy management certifications. We concern we advocate for an inclusive culture that will develop the transformational leadership in company and communities that we do business in. And we commit to the highest standard of business ethics, and corporate governance requires that will guide our business operations. We want to manage our key impacts in the areas of environmental and children's rights, ensure 100% compliance with Data Privacy Acts, cybersecurity laws, and similar legislations. And as part and from a ICT perspective, we believe that ICT play a key roles in connecting and the sustainability into our strategy. So we believe ICT has a key role in transition to low carbon the economy. Our business is inherently a green business, and it's also in changing the dynamic of our society. And we want to work together to create a less carbon emissions society through technologies. There are a couple of PLDT group sustainability efforts over deployment of carbon fiber towers, use of fuel cells sites, using renewable energy, for example, solar panels, and as part of these efforts, my team in the Innovation Lab ecosystem partnerships, we work very closely with the Sustainability Office in looking into how we can help using renewable energies and also provide efficiency in the cell towers. And also some of the future project related to IoT and focusing on biodiversity. And as for example, one of the projects it's Nexus. It's a NGO that looking into new energies, and they actually held up an energy challenge last year. So PLDT Enterprise together with another enterprise were the only two participants from Philippines, and and through the program with Nexus, we asked the questions: how do we optimize the green and renewable energy for our numerous cell sites across the countries, as well as how to maximize the access to this limited market available of affordable green energies. So through the program, we were able to match one of the contestants looking from energy reduction solutions. They promised that they can do a save up to 20% of energies, and with their solution enable predictive maintenance, which will in turns reduce the downtime of the cell sites and reduce the energy consumption from the surrounding sites, and also promise like a real-time energy and assets management. So currently, together with PLDT Enterprise, we are working on a proof of concept with them, and hopefully it will be a good blueprint for us in the future of reducing and green energies, reducing carbon footprints, promoting green energies, as well as looking into sustainability angle. So having said that, let's conclude my session at Philippine Startup Weeks 2021. So once again, I thank you for your time, and I congratulate Philippines Startup Week 2021 for a great event. Here at PLTT Enterprise, if you have a great innovation ideas that we would like to co-develop and co-innovate with us, we welcome you. Feel free to reach out to us, and let's make something beautiful together. Thank you.